What? What's this? They keep getting heads. Dude, that's the fourth head. What? What's going on? Hello everyone, my name is Joseph and welcome back to the Popsicle Night channel. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Please take a second to click the like button if you like this video or hit the thumbs down if you don't. Also, if you enjoy the contents of this channel, please subscribe if you haven't already. This video is sponsored by PTCGO Store.com, the best place for you to get PTCGO code cards. Are you looking to complete your Pokemon card collection online for the latest set, or get booster packs to use for trading online, or the new ETV box and sleeves? PTCGO Store.com has everything you need. Please use my code NIGHT22 at checkout so you can get a 5% discount. Help yourself out with the discount, and thank you for helping support the content I create in this channel and for helping out PTCGOstore.com. So for today, we'll be taking a look at Salamence from the Evolving Skies set. And yes, dragons are back, and this is our first dragon type showcase since their return. And this will actually be the first of two builds that I want to showcase with this Salamence. Salamence is a stage 2 dragon type Pokemon with 170 HP. It has 2 retreat costs, and common to all dragon types, it has no resistance and no weakness. It has the ability Intimidating Roar. Once during your turn, you may have your opponent switch their active Pokemon with one of their benched Pokemon. This is basically a built-in Whirlpool Suction Phione, which forces your opponent to switch out their active, which may come in handy in some matches. It only has one attack, Fierce Dragon. For 1 fire and 1 water energy, it will deal 100 plus damage. However, if your opponent's active Pokemon already has any damage counters on it, this attack will deal 220 damage instead, which is a pretty strong attack. The odd energy cost of 2 different types can become awkward though, so we'll make good use of energy search, which can help us find the exact energy we need from our deck. And I also have a copy of Sonia, which can get us 2 basic Pokemon or 2 basic energies from the deck. The dual option to this card makes it really good for setting up our basic or for finding the energy we need for Salamence. It is worth noting that its stage 1 Shelgon has a very helpful attack. For 1 fire and 1 water energy, Hard Roll will deal 50 damage. And you flip a coin, and if it's heads, you prevent all damage and effects from attacks done to this Pokemon. If you are successful in your coin flips, not only can you stall a turn by being invulnerable, you're also setting up for Salamence by dealing that initial 50 damage to your opponent's Pokemon. And so the real challenge will be to deal some chip damage on your opponent's Pokemon first so that we can continue to attack for 220 damage. One way we can deal chip damage is with the help of Zigzagoon. It has the ability Headbutt Tantrum. When you play this Pokemon from your hand to the bench, you can put 1 damage counter to any one of your opponent's Pokemon. And with the help of the Scoop Up Net, we can scoop up Zigzagoon from our bench and reuse its ability again and again. One of the other real challenge is keeping a backup attacker in play, which is pretty difficult because Salamence is a stage 2 Pokemon. There are, however, a few trainer cards in this build to speed up our evolution line, such as the Rare Candy, allowing us to evolve our basic straight into stage 2 Pokemon. Evolution Incense can get our evolution cards, and Level Ball is good for getting our basic Pokemon, but also for our stage 1 Shelgon, which only has 90 HP. And I also have Raihan, which is an important supporter for this build, especially when one of our Salamence was just knocked out. This can help us set up a new Salamence really quickly. If one of your Pokemon was knocked out during your opponent's turn, and if you have a basic energy in your discard pile, you can use this card by attaching that discarded energy from your discard pile to one of your Pokemon, and then you can search for any one card from your deck. Maybe you can get a Rare Candy or Salamence to evolve into. And to ensure that we have the right supporter card on our hand, we're going to get help from Altaria with the Tempting Tune ability. Once during your turn, you may search your deck for a supporter card, reveal it, shuffle your deck, then put that card on top of your deck. So on your next turn, you will get that supporter. And even if your opponent uses Marnie, you'll still get that card. And you'll see just how well this combos with Raihan. And I also added Oranguru with the Primate Wisdom ability. Once during your turn, you may switch a card from your hand with the top card of your deck. So paired with Altaria, you can get the supporter you need into your hand right away. It is worth noting too that I will be using this Swablu from the Champion's Path set because that guaranteed 20 damage for 1 colorless energy can help set up for increasing Salamance's attack. The Evolving Skies Swablu makes you flip a coin to attack, and if you're unsuccessful, you do no damage, so it's a waste. That's why I think this is a better Swablu. And I also added in this Altaria from Champion's Path set as well. It has the ability Miraculous Charm, which prevents all attack damage from your opponent's Pokemon V and GX. So this Pokemon can become a real wall, especially if your opponent has no counter against it. And you can also attack for 60 damage while you are untouchable. Again, you can set up that initial damage for Salamence to deal more damage. As for consistency, I'm using just one copy of Snorlax with the Gormandize ability. While it ends your turn, if this Pokemon is in the active spot, you can draw cards until you have 7 in your hand. As for the other cards, I have 2 copies of Switch, a copy of Quick Ball, which can help us get Snorlax or Oranguru, Tool Scrapper, and Crystal Cave Stadium, which can help us heal all of our Dragon-type Pokemon by 30 HP once per turn, which could increase survivability of our Salamence. As for my supporter cards, I have 2 Boss's Orders, which can be helpful in picking out our opponent's Pokemon with the damage counter on it already for our Salamence to attack. I also have a copy of Clara, which we may need to recover our Salamence line. This allows you to recover any 2 Pokemon or 2 basic energies from the discard pile back to your hand. I also have 1 copy of Marnie, just to disrupt our opponent's hand, especially if they have the tendency to draw into a lot of cards. 1 copy of Skyla, which could be helpful to find our trainer cards such as the Scoop Up Net or Energy Search. While we only have 1 copy of some supporter cards in this deck, I added 1 copy of Palpad so that we can recover 2 supporter cards from the discard pile back to the deck, allowing us to reuse some of them again. And finally, I have 5 basic fire and 5 basic water energies. And that's pretty much it. The deck list will be in the description below, but enough talk, let's see how this build works. Alright, so our opponent is going to go first, and we're going to start off with the Salamence basic. We have Skyla on our hand, and an energy to attach to our Bagan. Is it Bagan? Bagan? How do you guys pronounce this Salamence basic Pokemon? I don't know. Let me know. Okay. So, okay. Looks like we are up against a Suicune V build, Inteleon line, and also Glaceon, Eevee, Lucian. So this is going to be a very interesting matchup. I don't feel confident about this matchup, but you know what? Suicune is actually within knockout range of Salamence attack. As long as we are able to put damage counter on it, we should be able to knock it out with Salamence with just 1 attack. So we have that to at least strategize for, but as of right now, we'll see how it goes. We draw into a Snorlax, which is great. I'm just going to use Scoop Up Net so that we can get that out of the active and get Snorlax going with the Gormandize. I will utilize Skyla to get a level ball, and let's see, I could get Zigzagoon to set up. Yeah, I think I'll just do that, and I'm gonna Gormandize. You know what? Let me just use Zigzagoon's Headbutt Tantrum, put damage on their active, and I'm gonna Gormandize. So, I mean, we'll have to put damage counters on their other Pokemon anyways later on, so we'll just work on that. But definitely our priority will be on their V, and now their Glaceon VMAX. We'll have to put damage counters on that really quickly. So, I have been testing this build for some time. It does seem to work pretty well. I do like the instant damage counter with the Headbutt Tantrum Zigzagoon. It's just the instant high damage for our Salamence. We just have to set up our Salamence real quick, use Zigzagoon, and attack for a lot of damage. Okay, let's evolve into Shelgon, put this energy use level ball to get another, I'll get the Swablu Altaria line, and we can discard this energy so we can start using Raihan later on. And I could set up another Altaria, make sure we have both Altarias, because the other one can actually block the attacks from our opponent's Pokemon V. So I think that will be useful in this matchup, maybe to stall, attack for 60 and do that chip damage, and then Salamence can finish it off, whichever Pokemon V or VMAX they put in the active. So we have a game plan here, and I think, the addition of the Altaria that is immune to V attacks is actually really good in this build. But for now, I'm going to focus on this Altaria so that we can search out our deck for supporter cards, especially Raihan. And we do have Evolution Incense anyways, might as well just set up the other Altaria and then set up a second line of Salamence. I'm gonna just get Snorlax out of the way so that I can at least get 2 prizes off of this Suicune this turn, because it already has chip damage on it. We can hit for 220 damage and we can knock it out. And I'm gonna use Skyla to get rare candy, because I'm gonna use Altaria's ability so I can get a Raihan that goes on top of our deck. And so we will use Fierce Dragon to knock out this Suicune V, and that will get us 2 prizes. We get a boss and a switch. Okay, nice. So what we need here is a scoop up net for our Zigzagoon, but we can do an initial damage on their Glaceon VMAX as well. So we can boss that, maybe attack with Salamence, and if they manage to attack Salamence, knock it out, we can use Raihan on our next turn, set up another Salamence, and then knock out their Glaceon VMAX. They're also using Melanie actually, which is great for energizing their V Pokemon. They're gonna use Escape Rope, but will counter with our Altaria, which prevents them from doing any damage. But you know what? Glaceon VMAX does bench damage also. I didn't know that. Okay. And that's not good, because they're slowly chipping away at our Salamence. I'm going to use Altaria to get... we have Raihan already. I'll probably use Marnie. Maybe we can disrupt their hand. And let's see... I could just switch this Bagon and just deal 10 damage, chip damage on this Glaceon VMAX. We have Salamence in the bench anyways. We can deal damage the next turn. Just sacrifice our 1 prizer for the meantime. And then we can use Raihan to start building up another Salamence line in the process. Okay, so they're gonna knock it out, but do chip damage to our Salamence. And that's actually not good, because now Salamence will not be able to survive an attack from this Glaceon. I'll just use Raihan to energize this Altaria, and probably just get another energy and attack for 60. So the chip damage might be able to... we could deal enough damage to kind of set it up for Salamence. I'll use Altaria to get another Raihan to our top deck, because if our opponent has access to boss, they might just be able to knock out any of our benched Pokemon. So we'll just chip away at this Glaceon VMAX for the meantime. And again, I wish we had a scoop up net, but they're gonna boss our Salamence, unfortunately. that's our huge damage dealer, but we're gonna lose it because they're dealing 150 damage, and they're chipping away at our Altaria now. So this is not looking good. Not looking good. But at least we have Altaria to kind of tank a lot of hits. So we have no choice but to attach an energy with Raihan. I will attach it on Snorlax and just get this so I can continue to heal my Altaria. I'll use Ordinary Rod to get Bagon and Shelgon, and I'll get these two energies. You know what? I should leave one. No, yeah, I'll leave one so that we can use Raihan, and I'll use Sonia. Get Sonia for now because we will need to set up more of our Salamence line because it's our main attacker basically. Altaria is doing a great job right now, doing some chip damage to this Glaceon VMAX, and if we continue on, we should be able to knock it out hopefully soon if we can set up a Salamence. But you know what? This is not looking good because our opponent has set up their Inteleon, which can hit for 120 damage, which will knock out our Altaria, and it's really bad. So they will Marnie, but that's fine. Raihan should still be able to... We should... Well, you know what? We got the Sonia. That's what we put on the top deck, right? We do get a Bagon, though. I hope I'm pronouncing the Pokemon's name correctly. But there goes our Altaria, unfortunately. Now we can't tank any hits from their VMAX Pokemon. So we'll just set this basic on the bench. Let me get 2 energies instead of basic Pokemon. And, you know, I can just attach an energy. Okay, we have 2 water and 1 fire. I'll just put the fire on this. I can discard... I can probably discard the water energy and just put Raihan on the top deck, maybe. So I'll just get another basic. And we'll go with the Raihan, I think. Methinks that Raihan is good for this, and I'm gonna Gormandize. That will end our turn, but there's not much I can do here. They can attack with Inteleon, but it's not gonna be enough to knock out Snorlax. If they switch into their VMAX, we got Salamence from Gormandize, so we should be good, and a Scoop Up Net for our Zigzagoon, so that will remove the damage on it. And they're gonna target our Altaria. Okay, that's not good, so now we can't set up Raihan, but at least we already have one on our hand, so we should be fine. And they're gonna attack with Glaceon VMAX, so I don't mind that at all. So now we can attack with Salamence to get 3 prizes off of this. So okay, we're looking good so far. Let's evolve into Salamence. And we will have to... I mean, we can use Clara to get energy. But I feel like... Yeah, I think I'll just have to use Raihan. Let's get the energy on the active. That's the most important. We need Raihan because we need to set up Pokemon for this other Salamence line. Although we don't have energy, that's the thing. We can evolve into Salamence. And then we can use Scoop Up Net to get Zigzagoon out of here. And then use its ability. And I'm gonna put it on Suicune. Because we have Boss, we could probably knock it out. Let's knock out this Glaceon VMAX for now. That will get us 3 prizes. So we're so close, man. We're so close. Okay, we got Shelgon. We have Energy Search, which guarantees energy, but we can't attach it to our Salamence, which makes it really bad. But with Glaceon, I think we can survive an attack actually, because it's only hitting for 150 damage, so we should be good. I think we got this. Oh, but they're gonna switch into Suicune V. Oh no, they're just using the. Oh no, yeah, they're attacking. That's it. That is game. I can't believe it, dude. I can't believe we are going to win with this Salamence. Let's heal using our stadium. I'm gonna energy search, put this here, use Pal Pad to get Raihans back into the deck. But I think that's it, right? Let me use Clara. We can set up more. I mean, I can get the Altaria. These two. So we can set up Raihan on our next turn in case anything goes wrong. Not that I don't think there's anything that's it, right? We can set up the Altaria, but that's it. We should be able to knock out this Suicune, right? Yeah. There you have it. Salamence against Glaceon VMAX. Good game. Alright, moving on. So we have Bagon. Is it Bagon? I think it's Bagon. I'm gonna put an energy and put Big Charm on our active, which I don't think our opponent will be able to knock it out anyways. They're using Eevee V and Eevee VMAX. So I have actually never encountered an Eevee V VMAX build before. So let's see how this matchup goes. They're gonna use Tool Scrapper. There goes our Big Charm. And they're just gonna draw cards. Okay. We can use Sonia to set up for our basics. I'll get Snorlax and another Salamence line. And energize this. Retreat into Snorlax so I can use Gormandize. I know. I don't know if that was a good idea, but I feel like Gormandizing is the best move because our hand is not that good. But that's okay. If they knock out Snorlax, we can use Raihan. And then we can set up a Salamence right away. And we have Quick Balls and stuff so that we can get Zigzagoon and attack this Eevee. I'm going to use Level Ball. I'm going to get Shelgon. Evolve. And put an energy on it, I guess. I'll just get rid of the other Quick Ball so I can set up my Altaria and use Energy Search to get the Fire Energy, and I'm gonna Gormandize. Okay. And we get Salamence. So, okay, we get the setup here. If they don't evolve, we can just use Level Ball to get Zigzagoon, scoop up Net, Snorlax, and then we can attack. But they're gonna Team Yell Grunt, so we're gonna lose the energy. And, okay. We won't be able to attack. Oh, you know what? They were able to knock out our Snorlax, so now we can attack with Salamence. Okay, so we'll go with that plan. And we have Raihan. Good thing we have the energy on our discard, so we can use that. Let's use Level Ball. Get our Zigzagoon to do that damage counter, so we can attack for 220 damage. Use Raihan to get a Fire Energy onto our active. And let's see, I could get an Altaria. Let's get the Altaria, evolve it, so that we can continue to have that line of supporter. Let's evolve into Salamence. Put this water energy tempting tune to get another Raihan in case they knock out our Salamence. And I'm gonna scoop up Zigzagoon and do as much damage as I can to this Eevee. We are only dealing 3 damage counters, but you know what? That's 1 damage closer to knocking it out. Fierce Dragon for 220 damage. So we're almost there. Okay. If they don't put in another basic on their bench, that's it. We will win this game. Okay, they're gonna use Lucky Ice Pop. Heal 20. You flip a coin, it goes back to your hand. Alright. Okay. What? What's this? They keep getting heads. Dude, that's the 4th head. What? What's going on? 5. Oh my goodness. Don't tell me they're just gonna heal all the damage. Dude, that card is insane. Okay, there's the tail. Oh, they have another one. Oh my goodness. That is insane. Do they have another one? Oh wow. That's crazy. Oh wow, they were able to heal that much. Oh man. Okay, I'm gonna feature this on my video for sure. That was insane, but we will knock out this Eevee VMAX for the victory. Okay, so we are going to start off with Snorlax. We have Swablu to go on the bench. Clara not so good to start with because don't have anything on the discard pile. So Gormandize will be our first move of the day. We can energize Swablu. And we're just gonna Gormandize for 2. We get a level ball. We can get started with Bagon or Bagan. I don't know what how to pronounce it. And is this a Samurott line? Samurott line. If they fully evolve that and start attacking, they can disrupt by putting energies back to your hand, which is pretty disruptive if they get that set up. They can't evolve yet during their turn, but they are energizing their Oshawott. Okay, they're gonna water gun for 10. It's okay, we get another boss. That's not good. But we'll just set up our Salamence line and put an energy, and I'm gonna Gormandize for 1. And we get another level ball, which is good. We could probably get a Shelgon for that one. And energize, and then Gormandize once more, depending on what we pull on our top deck. But that's gonna be the yeah, it's not yeah, dealing with stage 2, when you get into a really bad hand to start, setting up is a real challenge. We do get a Skyla, but I'll use level ball for now. I'll get Shelgon, and I'll evolve. Put this energy here. Can use Skyla to get a switch maybe, but I can set up this level ball for now and get a Zigzagoon actually, so we can do some chip damage on this guy. If they evolve into Samurott, knock out our Snorlax, and we can knock it out with Salamence, winning us the game. So that's the plan. But oh, there it is. There's the big guy, the big Inteleon VMAX, I guess. But they will be able to attack with this Samurott. Aqua Wash for 120 damage, knocking out our Snorlax. But that's okay. We will just knock it out with our Salamence. Let's put Shelgon in the active. Evolve into Salamence. We can use Evolution Incense to get Altaria, which is going to be a good counter for their Inteleon VMAX. And let's see. Can't use Raihan because we don't have energy on the discard. So we'll just knock out this Samurott for 190 damage. And we get a Shelgon, okay? So we're well on our way, but still a lot to go. But they evolve into Inteleon VMAX already, so we can't use a scoop up. Not that we have one yet. We do need a scoop up to do some chip damage on this Inteleon VMAX. But they're going to use Bird Keeper, draw into 3 cards, and switch into this Inteleon. I wonder if they can evolve it into VMAX. Because if they do, they can force us to get energies back to our hand. But they don't evolve, and they're just gonna damage us for 40. But it is within knockout range if they're able to energize their Inteleon VMAX on the bench, especially they have Frostmoth. So I'll just attack this Inteleon V for chip damage. Even if they evolve into Inteleon VMAX, we can knock it out. So 100 damage, and then they evolve it. If they don't retreat with it, we'll deal 220, and we can knock it out. But they have Shady Dealings Inteleon line, so with their Drizzile, they could get a switch or something like that. Capacious Bucket, okay. Alright, maybe they have Frostmoth. Oh, they have Pokemon Center Lady, okay. So that puts this Inteleon VMAX out of range, and they're gonna attack for 60. They don't have enough energy to knock out our Salamence, which is good. But they're gonna push away one of our energies back to our hand. We can evolve into Shelgon. We can start preparing for a Salamence, even if they knock out our active. So I'll just reattach this energy back to our Salamence and attack for 220 damage. There's no way they can recover out of this one, so unless they retreat with it, we can just knock it out. Even if they retreat, we can boss. We have 2 boss on our hand, which is great. And they're just gonna max bullet and doing some 60 damage to our Shelgon as well. But because they knock out one of our Pokemon, we can use Raihan and energize our active, get Salamence, and knock out this Inteleon. So let's see. I can actually use Clara here. Just get yeah, we'll do both. We'll get these 2 onto our hand and these 2 energies, and we'll just start setting it up. And yeah, let's deal some chip damage and hard roll. Oh, you know what? Oh, dude, made a mistake. I actually should have gotten the Salamence. Why? I don't know why I did that. All right, my bad. I should have gotten a Salamence to evolve, because Shelgon wasn't doing enough damage to knock out this Inteleon VMAX. Okay, that was a miscalculation there. Miscalculation. So now we left this Inteleon VMAX alive, and yeah, that's gonna be You know, one wrong move can cost you the game, so hopefully that wasn't the move. You know, you can always recover back though. You do if you make a mistake like that, you can always just recover, and it's not to say that your opponent's not gonna make any mistakes either, so you could still get back in the game if you do like a major misstep. But if they knock out the Shelgon, which they won't, because you know we successfully flipped heads, and now it's invulnerable to any attacks and effects. They can't even push out that energy out of our Shelgon, so we should be safe. And oh, but they're gonna Marnie. Okay, they're gonna Marnie, so we're gonna lose that right hand. It's just not good. It's not good. Okay, we have the other Altaria, but we don't have a Swablu to set up. And they're gonna get their Frostmoth, and now they can fully energize their other Inteleon. So this is not good. It's not good. Oh, they targeted Altaria. See, our opponent actually made a mistake too, not knowing that Altaria is immune to damage from V Pokemon. So we have Evolution Incense to work with. Let's see, I can just evolve into Salamence, and I'm gonna start building this guy up and just knock out this Inteleon VMAX. We should, you know what we should have done in the first place, but again, we had a misstep, but that's fine, and we get a scoop up, which is really nice. I was actually hoping for a scoop up. We could have just used Zigzagoon to do chip damage on that other Inteleon, knock it out, and attack with this Salamence, but you know, you don't always get the card that you need. But when you do, it's epic. It's epic. So using Sonya, they're gonna get 2 water energies. And with the Shady Dealings Inteleon, they can actually attack for 120, and that can knock out our Salamence. But they're just gonna put an energy on Inteleon and Hydro Snipe our Salamence, not knocking it out. So okay, I'm all right with that, and we get a boss. Okay. Let's see, we could use Scoop Up Net, do some chip damage on this Inteleon. We can just boss, I guess, and knock it out with our Salamence. Fierce Dragon for 220 damage, and that will get us 1 prize, and we get another Scoop Up Net. We're okay right now because Altaria is immune to attacks, so we can counter this Inteleon VMAX. But if they continue to attack with bench damage, they can slowly knock out our Zigzagoon and even Bagon if we can't evolve it. So this is still anybody's game, but we only need 1 prize to win. They have Air Balloon to put on their Inteleon VMAX, and they're just gonna Hydro Snipe, knocking out our Salamence. I don't know what happened there. Okay, all right, we'll put an energy on Altaria. With the Evolution Incense, we'll get Shelgon, and I can hope to tank some hits. I'll just chip damage at this Inteleon, and I'm thinking of not putting Zigzagoon, because if they knock out, they'll need 3 prizes, right? If they knock out both our Zigzagoon and also our Salamence line, they'll win the game, but they can't hit Altaria right now unless they have another Inteleon Shady Dealings to attack Altaria and win against it. Then yeah. But before they can do that, we can slowly chip away at this Inteleon VMAX. So let's see what our opponent does. Okay, they're gonna get another Sonya with the Shady Dealings. And they're just gonna get one energy. Okay. So they won't be able to damage our Altaria. Max bullet, and then they can do bench damage. Okay, they're gonna damage our Shelgon. We get an evolution incense actually. Can we do enough damage? 220. Can we do enough damage? Nope, we'll need one more speed dive to do damage to this Inteleon VMAX. And if they have no way to get that, I mean, they have air balloon, but again, you know what? Here we have Zigzagoon on our hand, and they're just gonna max bullet. That's it. That's gonna be game. Even if they put any of their other Pokemon, we can just Zigzagoon and finish it off with Salamence. So there it is, guys. There it is against Inteleon VMAX. Let me just Marnie see what I get here. We even got a quick ball. So let's just use this first. And we're gonna get another Salamence line and Fierce Dragon for the win against this Inteleon VMAX build. So not bad, Salamence, man. Doing some big damage. Good game. Salamence, the dragon Pokemon. I have to admit, playing this stage 2 Salamence just to deal 220 damage, but only if your opponent's Pokemon have damage counters on them already and have 2 different energies to attack, I think it's a bit too much to ask for, making the Salamence a little bit difficult to build a deck around. But that's exactly the challenge we like to accept, figuring out how to make a card like this one work and making it stand out. But overall, Salamence is actually a pretty strong card. And that's it for the video. If you enjoyed this video, please smash the like button. Let me know in the comments below what you think of this build and the gameplay. And please subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching the Popsicle Night channel. And as always, stay safe and have a great day.